Hey folks, welcome to another Trailfish. I'm your host Glen Pla, and we're with Don Waiberman with his lucky bass hat. And I just hope that it actually comes to fruition and we do get lucky. We're heading out to Lake Arbuckle to see if we can get some of those hogs. And if not hogs, then we'll try for panfish. But this is a pretty lake. I haven't been here in a long time. In the middle of the state. And nice summer day, a little bit hot, but we'll handle it if you can.
Nice one. Oh no.
Don, have you ever fished this area?
No, I've never fished this area. It looks like a great area. I see a lot of lakes driving down the road, and it is beautiful out. Orange groves and lakes, and that usually means some good bass fishing on the interior of Florida.
You've done bass tournaments, so I'm going to rely on you. You're going to have to find bass for us. The pressure's going to be on you, not me. Only the pressure on me will be to find panfish if we have to.
Just going to find the lily pads, find some grass, and the bass will be in the cover because the water is going to be warm. So we're going to find a little deeper water, some good cover where they're going to hide. They're going to be a little lethargic because of the heat, and we just use a little more finesse. We're not going to use any fast baits. Drop some worms and just pick them up slowly off the bottom and let them drop.
I think there's your turn there. We're in the Lake Wales Ridge forest. What's great about that is that you're not going to have a lot of runoff on your lakes. The lakes are surrounded with woods, and that makes it a cleaner environment.
We're over by a bunch of lily pads, a field of lily pads right here, and the water is kind of warm. The bass are going to be hanging out of the bottom. So I'm going to start off with a creature bait. Looks like crawfish, and we're going to swim it along the bottom using about a half-ounce weight, and hopefully it'll attract the bass.
It's about 10 o'clock, Don. Do you think if these lily pads here are in shallow water, do you think it's too hot? Would the bass run out to deeper water? The
bass are going to stay where the shade is. And those lily pads are going to shade the bass, and that's where also the bait fish are going to hide too. They're going to be hiding in the lily pads in the fields. They're not going to be out in the open.
We worked the lily pad fields for over an hour. No bites at all. I think Don didn't anticipate how hot it was going to be that day.
We'll find them. We will find them. It's just a matter of time. What baits? We've got top water baits, and we've got swim baits and worms. So.
We also had some night crawlers, so we figured we'd anchor and try some live baiting. Donna, I got a better fish here. Hope it's a big pan. That's what I'm hoping for. What is that? Or is it a cat? Oh, it's a cat. Oh, it's a butter cat. I think that's what they call them. Look at that fat thing. Look how yellow he is. You definitely don't want to get tagged by him. Yeah. Easy. Wow, he's like a handful of dough.
We had seen a bunch of ripples out near the shoreline right there, and Glenn gets a nice cat.
Bullhead? I think they're bullheads. Or I call them butter. I just call them a butter cat.
Got myself a nice bass on a rattle trap. What do you think of that, ladies and gentlemen?
Ladies and gentlemen, for our next trick, all right, rattle trap, deeper water, away from where we've been along the shoreline. We're following an edge, and it's gotten nice and deep. All right, nice bass. Oh, there's a gator over there watching us. Don't feed the gators, Don.
No, I'm not going to feed the gator.
All right, let that guy go. That was the second fish that you had hit along this edge. So how far out was he? About here?
Yeah.
To the shoreline? I mean, there's the shoreline. It got real deep.
It did. We're got to be in about 8-9 feet of water right now.
All right, enough of your talking. That gator over there is getting bored. I believe it's a turtle. Gosh, this is a big one.
Glenn hooked into something that is huge. We think it's a turtle. It's big. I saw the flippers on it, and it's pulling us around in this boat.
See if I can bring it up before it snaps. I'm sure it's gonna snap me. Good gosh. Look. Just took a gulp of air. This is so weird. This has never happened to me before. Here he comes. Let's see if he'll come up, and I'll assess the situation. See what we're gonna do. There's the leader. I was joking that when it started moving, I thought gator. I gotta get my rod tip down. Here he is, right here. Some kind of sea monster.
Glenn is fighting this thing already for 20 minutes, it seems like. I think we're gonna pull this turtle in, whatever it is.
Pull this turtle in? Are you crazy?
No, we have to get this turtle in. We got to get that hook out.
Well, we're gonna cut this line as close as we can. We don't need a soft shell turtle in the roundabout, if that's what it is. But this is kind of crazy. There's the line. What the? He's coming up. He's right here.
It's like fishing for catching a giant stingray out in the Gulf on your boats. They just go right straight to the bottom and they don't move.
Yeah, he just got off. I'm a little happy that he did. We saw flippers, and the only thing with flippers in here, there's no manatees in here. It had to be a big soft shell turtle. That was really bizarre because I thought I was stuck. And then when Don was going over to it, it seemed like we were never getting to the line. And then when we got to the line, all of a sudden it started going. That would have been a nice bass if it was about 20 pounds. 20-pound bass!
Wow.
You were acting like it was a 10-pound bass, but it is a good bass.
I'm fishing in a channel area.
Oh, don't talk a lot. Okay.
I'm fishing in a channel area. The Rattle Trap again.
Rattle Trap's kicking it.
Excalibur.
Good, you kept it short because this show ain't that long.
I know. I know.
I need some time so when I get a bass,
yep.
There's time for me to talk too.
Well, you can edit me out. As long as I get to be a little bit on TV, I'm all right.
See, right there, you're talking too much.
Ow.
Don, I just want you to say yes, yeah, oh, wow, things like that.
Yes, wow, oh, awesome.
You know, I'm tired of Don catching bass. Come on, worm. What's wrong with you? Don, that gator, we're almost right up to it. I'm glad we're in the roundabout. Don, don't get stuck. We got 2 big gators right here. Hold up. We're stuck. Don, you almost got us stuck.
Yeah, I did.
So who was going to get out to unstick us?
Not me.
I tell you what, it's going to be one of us.
I was going to hook the gator with my rattle trap and let him pull us out.
Oh boy, we got a nice bass here, right out in the front of this creek. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
There he goes again. He's going to jump. Oh. You know what happened, Don? Is I was trying to get that TV jump.
TV jump will get you every single time.
That was my first bass of the day. And this creek here, we came up to this creek and it is it's too shallow to go up in there. I switched to Rattle Trap. Don has let me use it because it's working. They're just hanging out deeper.
Absolutely.
When we came back through here, I said, Don, let's work this opening right here where the water dumps out because the temperature is cooler and there's current. And that was a big bass that was sitting right in there. So I had to come off the worm. It wasn't working, and the rattle traps in deeper water on a hot day is the ticket. We're out in the middle, folks. Out in the deeper water. I don't know what I got. Oh, a nice bass out here in the middle. Where's that net? We're gonna get him this time. There you go, I got it. Yes, look out here, folks. Out in the middle of nowhere. I noticed as we were heading back that there was 2 ospreys working out here, and one of them picked up a fish, and so we decided to come out for one last hurrah into deeper water, and immediately got struck.
That is a real good fish.
Monsieur. All right, there he goes.
You finally got the big bass of the day in the boat.
Oh, took this. That's all I got to say. I had to come off the worm because the osprey just grabbed a fish right there. He's right here hovering. When you're doing this, when you're on a lake that the lily pads are all kind of shallow and it's already June, the better bet is to work the deeper water, the edges, the creek openings, the points, but out of ways, and watch for feeding birds. We're heading back. The thing that we, I think, took away from this trip is that even in the heat of summer, if you can find the bass, then you can get him to eat. But if you find him in the shallows, you better find him in the morning. In the afternoon when it gets hot, well, I think that our best luck was the drop-off on the edges, the shallow edges. They were perusing that and the mouths of creeks. So we were still able to find bass, even on a hot day like this. It's got to be 110.
It was hot as Hades.
Don't say anything more. Your allotment of words for this episode is done.
Yeah.